Hey guys, welcome to Hello Dysfunction, episode 251.
I'm Crystal.
And I'm Crystal.
Two crystals.
Surprise!
No mess.
Here we are.
How was your day?
It was cool. The kids, Bunny woke up late. So I called her and I was like, "Are you up?" Like I do every morning.
I called her.
And I ended up waking her up and I was like, "Oh, are you going to have time to get ready?" And she was like, "No." So I was like, "Okay, we're just going to go back to bed then."
You're like perfect.
Yeah. And then P's preschool teacher, because this was her first week back, she hit me like, "Where is Santana?" And I was like, "Oh," like a couple hours later she hit me and I was like, "We woke up late, so I'm just keeping the girls home." And she didn't answer. She's probably pissed.
Oh, fuck you.
Because
they love her.
They have a week off, so she ain't gonna see her for another week, so she's probably pissed.
That's right. The girls start tomorrow. No school.
Yep.
Luckies.
Yeah.
I'm glad I get to sleep like an extra hour before I have
For
to
a
get
week.
up for work.
For a little over a week. Mm-hmm. That'll be nice. I was thinking like I wanted to take them somewhere like for spring break, like do something since they're both out, Mm-hmm. But I don't know where, and like hotel prices are probably hella inflated and you're in trouble.
Fuck you, snitch. Shut up.
You're going to be in fucking trouble.
It's good. There's no mark. Shut up.
I saw that.
There's not. It's good.
Wow.
Fuck you. Don't.
Yeah. So I don't think we can
out.
go anywhere. But yeah. I don't know. Maybe. We'll see.
All the prices are super fucking inflated.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, my godmother had me looking up a flight for somebody, like a one-way flight, which normally would probably be like $250, like tops. It was $750 for a one-way flight somewhere. And I was just like, it's because it's fucking spring break time. Absolutely not. Oh my God. Yeah, so I imagine hotels are inflated, like everything's up right now.
Yeah, for Naya's senior trip, she was going to go the week of spring break, and we looked at prices, and we're like, nope.
Yeah.
You can go like 2 weeks after.
Yeah.
It's fucking like double.
It's a school trip? No. Oh, it's just for her. Yeah. That's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, go a different time when the prices are better because they're just like gouging. It's unfair.
For sure.
We hate that.
It's hell of annoying. Today I was driving. I had to drop, my client's sisters are here from wherever. And I had to drop them off in downtown Walnut Creek. And so I was driving and I was at a stoplight and I could hear the person next to me's music. And it was like a black SUV with tinted windows. And I'm listening and I'm like, oh shit, it's one of the songs for Palestine. And so I'm like, I love it. And I look over and I'm like, and dude gives me a thumbs up, and I was like, thumbs up.
Oh, good.
2 times in a week,
that
girl,
was
thumbs
unexpected.
Up. But I just followed
White
the thumbs
lady
up.
in Walnut Creek, unexpected reaction, probably.
Right. I was like, good shit.
The last time I was out there, I went with Bunny. We went to Cheesecake Factory, and I had on my Free Palestine hoodie, and I was thinking, let somebody say something out here. Because, that's a very white area.
Yes.
And they're already like, stare at anybody that looks like they're not from there. So, I was just anticipating an issue. But luckily there was none. And the host that we had that seated us was Palestinian. He was like a young dude. And he was like, I really like your hoodie. And yeah, little moment.
I love it. When I wear my keffiyeh out, I always anticipate.
Yeah.
If someone's going to say anything. Mm-hmm. And I've never had one. I have gotten older people who have said, I like your keffiyeh.
Yeah, good.
I love that.
Yeah.
I love it. I like to, or, that ceasefire pin that Haya got us. Mm-hmm. People have commented and asked for one and shit.
Oh, really? Mm-hmm. Good.
So, I've given a couple of them.
I'm always on edge, like ready for a problem.
Yeah.
Just, from seeing shit, confrontations on social media and shit. But people don't really confront me. So I don't know. Maybe that's a unwarranted concern. I don't know. But just, I was just thinking if anybody mumbles anything, says anything,
on.
like we're going to get recorded today.
Yeah.
'Cause, yeah,
We're going viral.
Yeah, I'm not keeping my mouth shut about anything. You know that.
Did you see where a Russian ship and a
In the Red Sea.
yes. I think
Once they enter the chat, it's like, get your motherfucking shit together. Because that's who you don't want problems with.
yeah, they're going
Yeah.
to back Yemen.
It made me really fucking happy,
Same.
thrilled, in love even when I saw
Yes.
that. And I was like, I'm sending Putin titty pics. Like something's,
Free subscription.
let this be a gesture, a thank you, if you will, from
Yes.
me. And, like, I'm
Yes.
just happy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not saying, he's
China
the
needs to
greatest
do the
guy
same.
ever, but fuck,
No,
like,
but
come on.
yeah, and I think China needs to do the same. Go visit the Red Sea, just to let everybody know, like, y'all are doing too fucking much. Let's
For real.
relax.
For real.
Yeah.
It's a lot. The results of no aid getting in, no food getting in, it's really starting to show. There's a lot of videos I saw one of a 2-month-old little girl who literally was on the brink of death from starvation. And I don't know how, as a human being, you can look at a fellow human being, a baby at that.
Well, that's the issue. They're not looking at it like they're fellow human beings. And it's like other people, I think, are you being convinced that they're not? Are you on that too? Because how is everybody else not being bothered? Like,
how does it not destroy you inside?
All the videos I'm seeing of these children, I have to like watch to see if they're breathing because they don't look like they're living.
It's horrible.
They're in such bad fucking condition.
Do you remember when we were little? I'm sure you do. All the videos they used to post of the starving children,
Ethiopia,
Somalia,
yeah,
and it just reminds me of that. And I'm like,
yeah,
we literally are regressing.
and we're supposed to just let that happen and go along with it, and like it's okay because we're doing it. Like what? If anybody else was doing this, like, we would put a stop to it. I don't
even fucking Joe Rogan.
Yeah,
is
of all
saying
people.
stuff.
Yeah, no, I posted the clip of him and I don't agree with him on most things, but I am glad because his audience needs to hear
large.
that. Yeah,
Yes.
and they need to hear that. He panders to white Republican fucking America, fuck yeah type people. Bros. And they need to fucking hear that.
Yes.
And he is logical about a lot of shit.
Yes.
It does not erase any of the shit, the racist shit. And a lot of people replied to my story and they were like, oh, I really love him, or, he's really smart or whatever. There was a few people and I sent them clips because I was like, oh, no. Like, I make no mistake. I don't love him.
Right.
And this like does not erase what he's done in the past because he's very anti-Black. But like I said, his audience is huge and they need to see that.
For sure. I agree.
Yeah. I also think it's very disgusting, these fake ass gestures that the United States is doing, and like this call for, a temporary ceasefire, but then they abstained. Like this is what you wanted, but then you abstained anyway when it was time to
changing
vote.
the wording from permanent to lasting.
Yeah, like the games that the United States is playing, the dropping aid that includes pork.
During
Are
Ramadan.
you serious? Are you, even if it wasn't, these are Muslim people. Are you fucking serious? Like, it's like you're mocking them at this point. First we saw rounds of food being dropped that was old and moldy and had green fur on it. And now it's including pork. Like, people are drowning trying to get this
15
food.
people drowned today.
And then when they get it, it's like not even consumable food.
After, fasting all day because of Ramadan, and they're starving on top of fasting.
Yeah.
And then it's pork.
Yeah.
You're motherfuckers.
Yeah, they're mocking. Like, there's no way that's not intentional. You can't convince me it's not. So
The United States for sure is going down on the wrong side of history. 100%.
yeah, it's embarrassing and shameful, and makes me wish I was from fucking somewhere else.
And I'm so sorry that the country we live in is killing
Yeah,
thousands and thousands of people it's hard to not speak about it all the time. You know, it is like, just because it's all consuming, it's all the time. And like I said, I don't understand how people can still be fucking okay. Like,
Yeah.
I saw comments yesterday.
Business as usual, just living life.
And those that still say, but October 7th, like, come
I haven't
on.
seen that in a long time.
Oh,
I'm
God,
like,
I saw
are
a
people
bunch
still
yesterday.
fucking on that?
Yes. You can't be that dumb. Can't be that fucking dumb.
Yeah.
A little bit of cool news, good news. So, you know, you can go to the California unclaimed property website, the state website. You can type in your name and you can see if you have any money that you've never gotten, like from class action lawsuits or like paychecks from restaurants or anywhere that you've worked at, things like that.
Yeah.
And I did it like a month ago. I went there and I had about probably $220.
That's good.
And it was in multiple things. And they've made it really easy now. Like it used to be you had to like write a submitted letter and shit. Not anymore. You just hit add to each one, submit it.
So you were able to submit it online? Because the one I have, I think I talked about this not long ago. Around the time Carl died, I think I talked about it because he had sent me the website. And I went on and I had like $70, I think, from an overpayment on an old insurance policy. Like they really source it from anywhere, which is cool. And so I had to print it out and
Some of them
sign
you
it.
do.
Yeah, the one I have, I had to print it and sign it, and then it's on my table at home. I just haven't got around to mailing it yet.
Mail it.
But that would be better if I could just submit it online.
Yeah, so I had, like I said, I had like 7. I hit add. I was able to submit all of those. The only one I had to print was I'm next to kin for my dad.
Oh, okay.
And my dad has one on there for like 400 and something bucks.
Wow.
So I'm like, I'm Billy's daughter.
Yeah.
But I have to submit forms, sign them.
Yeah.
And I haven't done it yet.
Are you going to share with your siblings that probably just heard that?
Maybe. Of course, I plan on it. Of course.
Maybe William. I don't know about that other one.
No. The 2, I will. The 2.
I was talking about Richard. I don't know about that one. Maybe William. I don't know about that one.
Rich likes to be fucking MIA.
Yeah, I guess. Does he even exist anymore?
No shit. He's always in hiding.
Yeah. Knock that off.
So if you are in California, go to state website for unclaimed property, put in your name.
It's really easy.
See if you have treats. There was shit from like treats. 12 years ago, 15 years ago.
My shit was from 2001.
Damn.
Or 2002, somewhere around there. And I was like, yep, that's me.
It's me.
Yeah.
Put your hand up and say action. Okay.
Go like this.
We're getting a black and white thing. Okay. So go to the California website and see if you have treats. It might be really, worth the few minutes it takes.
I don't care if it's $20. I need it. I need it all.
I claimed one for $1.13.
Run it.
It's mine.
Run it to me. I need it. Yeah.
And what they did, they combined it all into one check.
Yeah.
And sent it. So do that.
Yeah, that's really good.
Yeah. I bought some new bras finally.
Oh, good.
You know me, I'll live in a bra for like 3 fucking years.
I think that's a universal woman thing because I see so many posts that are like, this is your sign. Your baby don't need more shoes. You need a fucking bra. And it's like hella content creators make that a subject a lot. And I'm like, it makes me feel seen. And I'm like, I'm not the only raggedy bitch that like just, has my one bra that I will wear until the buckles break off.
I wore it until the strap broke. And then after that, I was still hooking it together and it would come undone during the day. And I would have to take it off
and fix it and just make it work.
And I'm like, I have to get fucking bras. So I went and bought some new bras.
Good.
And I have one on. It's hella comfy.
Good.
So
yeah.
There's my fucking...
That's good news.
Taking care of myself.
Yeah. self-care.
Yes, I think the bra that I fucking was wearing.
It changes my mood. When I get a good bra that works, I mean a new bra that works.
Fits good, it's comfortable.
It's hard for me to find, and when I do, like, if you don't have this struggle and you're one of those people that could just throw on any of your size from anywhere and it works, like, because I remember at one point in time when I was really young, it was like that. I was just like, anywhere, Target, Walmart,
we were
anywhere.
Going to Macy's stealing hella bras.
Yeah, but as long as I knew, like, whatever size I was then, they'd all work. No, those days are over. It's like jeans. Like,
and they got to, like, be comfortable. It can't have, like, irritating material. I can't feel the clasps hella dig into my back.
Yeah.
Like,
I really need to get lipo soon because I have like bra fat areas right here that are just like, I need to get that out and then I'll be happy. That does that? Mm-hmm. Really?
Mm-hmm. And so does Russian Twist.
Well, you guys are fake and we make all these plans to work out with weights and we're all on board and then it just doesn't happen.
We need to start doing it. Like, I was looking at myself in the mirror and I was like, I'm like skinny fat, where, you're.
Yeah.
I'm tiny and I have a nice shape, but like it's not toned. So
being toned really goes a long way, and
especially for your self-esteem.
The little bit of toned that I've gotten from the protein has made a world of difference. And one thing I do is I take pictures of myself like a lot,
yes.
Not just for other people, but for myself too. And I kid you not, there's some that I'll never show you that are from like
fuck you,
maybe 2 months ago, not that long ago, compared to now, and the change is drastic. Everything just kind of went.
Yeah.
And it's like, damn, I ain't even exercised or nothing. And I haven't lost any weight. Yes. How does that happen? you know?
When you treat
I think
your
I've
body
lost
good.
fat is what it is. Or something, because like the scale is the same, but it's like visibly so fucking different.
Yeah. That's what, don't fucking weigh yourself.
Yeah.
Go by how you look,
measurements, and
how you look.
Photos. Yeah, photos are the
scale,
best.
Don't do it. There's too many mitigating factors that can affect your weight.
Right.
Whether you've shit or not. First
Water,
thing in the morning, all of that. Whether just don't
time
do
of
the
day,
scale.
all that shit. So
yeah, don't do the fucking scale, you guys.
Yeah.
Taking photos, comparison photos, like that's the biggest. That will keep you
because when you look at
motivated.
yourself, for sure, it's encouraging. And I'm like, I'm gonna stay on track. I'm still not gonna fuck this up. Like I'm gonna do what I've been doing, and yeah, it's super encouraging.
And when you baby step, to when you're like getting into fitness or like changing your eating habits, baby stepping really helps. Instead of like doing this drastic fucking overhaul all
that's
at
hard
once,
to maintain.
Yes. It feels like deprivation,
Yeah, it does. And it's like becoming routine. So like where I'm at now doesn't feel hard because I've made it my new normal.
Yes.
After a few months, So, yeah.
Start slow, cut out sodas, then maybe cut out fast food, then maybe cut out fried food.
I didn't know, because you look at yourself every day. And so it's like, I didn't notice, but I was scrolling and I came across those photos. They're photos that I actually sent to a plastic surgeon a couple of months ago for lipo and shit. And I looked and I was like, I look nothing like that now.
It's a good feeling.
And so, I was in shock. And so I went to current photos and I was like, side by side, like this don't even look like the same bitch. Like it's crazy. Yeah. But it's also scary because it's like you could fucking slip and like, be right back to that bitch if you start eating Taco Bell every day. Like, don't
get all excited and be like, I can have treats. I can have treats. I can have treats.
And ruin your progress.
Yeah. Have a treat fucking here and there, but don't do everyday treats.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Right now, I just want to focus on like sleeping better because I haven't been taking magnesium, but I have some and I keep reading that helps. So I want to try that because we recently ran out of our melatonin gummies that me and Bunny take. We do cheers at night and it's been hard. So before I buy more of those, I wanted to like maybe try something else.
And see if it helps.
Yeah, because me staring at the wall at night is getting old.
And the older you get, the more I was talking to my client's sister and she was saying the older I get, the more I have trouble sleeping. And, you know, she's done with menopause and shit. But she's like, I wake up at fucking 2 a.m. And she's like, and I'm up for an hour and a half.
Yeah. When I go pee, it's like I keep my eyes closed a little bit.
You almost have to.
Because I'm like, I have to be able to slip back into sleep. If I open them all the way, it's going to fuck it up. And then I'm going to be laying here awake. So I have to like walk to the bathroom.
Yes. I make sure the last thing I do before I get in bed is go pee. Even if I don't have to.
Yeah.
I will sit there. I've sat there for 20 minutes before until I fucking pee. Because if I wake up to pee in the middle of the night, I'm up.
Done.
I'm up.
Yeah.
I'm up for fucking
And then
2.5
you're going to get on
hours.
your phone and then it's going to fuck everything up.
I'm going to get something to eat.
Yeah.
And watch 2.5 Men for fucking 2 hours.
Yeah, we can't do that.
Yeah, no.
No. So I have a little update. I worked last night.
Did you?
Yeah, and I was really happy. And I'm entering something new that some age play that I haven't really done before.
Were you a child?
No, I'm a mom. I'm the mom.
You're the mommy?
I'm the mommy. And it's like new territory. And it's like really fun. And I plan on it. You know, I had the person get like some equipment and some different things. And I'm just like, it wasn't like full on. It's kind of tiptoeing into it. But like, you know, I may introduce diapers. I may introduce, not to shit in. Don't make that
I'm
face.
Like, come on.
Don't make that face. More like just to wear. But like.
Okay, I get it.
Yeah, some diapers.
You know,
like
I immediately envisioned fucking
changing shit.
You making the client fucking sniff, like smash their face in their wet diaper and shit.
That's a nice idea. Yeah. I'm totally with that. Yeah,
I know
that
you are.
sounds nice.
Rub your face
for
in
being
it
a bad boy.
Defecating in your
You're
diaper.
a bad boy. Yeah, you're getting slapped a lot, and then you're gonna I'm gonna shove your face in it. Yeah. No, but like maybe a onesie, and maybe like a diaper, and maybe
humiliation on 5,000.
You want to keep mommy happy.
Yeah,
and it's like I don't know why. I'm weird. We know that. And I'm really good at chartering territory that other bitches are not comfortable with. I always been that way because I'm fucking off. But
a little bit.
Nursing you in public, and like that's a big fantasy of mine. And like,
even though you're like, I didn't breastfeed my own kids. But
no, but a grown man that's paying me, fuck yeah,
toys.
Like I'm gonna nurse you in fucking Broadway Plaza in Walnut Creek,
bitch. We're all going to prison.
That's what I'm gonna do. So I'm excited about it.
This is my son Jefferson, who's 1,236 months old. He needs nourishment.
Mind your business. I'm gonna buy those fucking nursing bras and shit and plan afternoon day trips in public. I'm excited about the idea. So
fuck it, if you get paid.
It was a little intro to that last night. It went really well. I was really happy. I got off. I'm happy. So that's all that matters to me.
Was going to work and making the money exciting again?
Yeah.
Do you feel like taking as long a break as you did? Because I know toward the end, you're tired, like you are with any fucking job. You know, like I don't want to go to work tonight. Do you think taking a long break made you more excited to work again?
So, I miss it. I always say I miss it. So what I will say though is that this wasn't a stranger, so that makes a difference. So it doesn't really feel like back
work
fully, like, you know what I mean? Yeah, because this wasn't a stranger.
Yeah.
You know, I have hella regulars that like I could see at any time. Once I start seeing some that like I don't know, then it'll be that excitement kickstarted again.
Yeah.
You know, but like being handed a lot of money is always
exciting.
Yeah, that's always motivating.
For sure.
But yeah, I'm excited for that. So
I'm excited to hear.
I have like photo shoot ideas and
mommy and me photo shoot idea.
Mother's Day shoot with my tits out. I don't know. We'll see. I'll get creative with it.
You have the shirt on. They have the onesie on.
Yeah.
Mommy and me.
Yeah.
Love it.
It's going to be fun.
Yeah. I'm excited to hear about it, actually.
Yeah.
I'm excited.
Good times.
I got a question.
What?
And I thought you would be the perfect person to ask this because we're different when it comes to very different when obviously you're very more introverted. I'm more extroverted in public.
God, yes. Mm-hmm.
Here's I saw a reel earlier, and it was a college professor, and he was holding class, and he had told I was about to say the stadium, the fucking group of the classroom.
Yes.
He had told the classroom, you can either do a dance performance up here for 15 seconds and get an A, or you can write a 15,000 word essay on the benefits of AI in the biomedical engineering field.
I'll get up and dance.
Would you get up
Was
and
that
dance?
your question?
Yes.
Absolutely.
Would you get up and do the 15
For an
seconds
A?
of dancing?
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely.
Really?
Yeah. Even as introverted as I am, you know, I'll put that to the side in certain situations. If there's a good incentive, I don't care about any of that. I'll walk
Running
up,
Man.
You can point out a stranger and I'll walk up to them and slap the fuck out of them for $100. Like today. You know what I mean? Like,
would you fucking do the snake in front of them for 15 seconds
for how
$100?
much? Yes. Okay. Yes, absolutely. I can be bought. You can pay me to do a lot of shit.
Right.
And like for an A, like something, if I'm in school, I'm going to hella care about that.
On your midterm?
Yeah, yeah.
I'm for sure doing it. But
absolutely.
Guess what?
Did people turn it down?
Listen, there was only like 5 people in the class that chose to dance. The majority, like over 30 fucking people, raised their hand to do the fucking essay.
I want to know the reasoning behind that.
I will make an ass of myself. You can pick the fucking dance moves that I do.
Yeah, exactly. I'll do the fucking centipede and hurt myself. Do you think like you're going to be looked at as more of an academic achiever? If you like, are you being like a not a martyr?
I was going to say prude, but not a prude, but a douche.
Like I don't know. Fucking.
I think some of the mentality probably is.
Are you worried about judgment from the teacher? Is what I'm thinking. Like
that,
we're taking
or you're
the
not going to be looked
out.
at as a true academic.
Yeah, not as like you're not taking this as seriously as you should. Is that the motivation, or is insecurity the motive? Like what? What?
You can look at me as a dung beetle. I don't give a shit.
I don't care
doing
at
the
all.
Fucking dance moves.
Right.
So I thought that was very odd,
I'm shocked.
Weird.
Yeah,
that the majority, like more, like hell of the fucking class.
That's disappointing. Yeah.
Damn,
y'all are not fun.
Star Search it is, baby.
Yeah, y'all aren't fun enough. You need to live a little, I guess, and like get some little wins when you can. There's nothing wrong with taking an easy out sometimes.
And that's what
maybe people are taught to not let themselves do that, you know?
Or thinking the easy way is like not doing the work. But it's like, listen, we pay
You're
way
already
too
getting
much money for
robbed
college
to be in school.
Right.
Yeah.
The odds of fucking you being able to use your degree this day and age is a fucking joke.
Right.
Take the fucking win.
Yeah.
Take the fucking
I was going to
win.
say, I'm so anti-college. I'm not anti-college if you want to go. I will never be the parent to pressure
discourage you.
Or to pressure you.
No.
I will never be the one to pressure you to go to college.
No.
Because I really think it's a joke. And I feel that way just because of what college graduates have told me.
And what we watch them go through.
Yeah, that's totally what it's based on. And them not making any fucking money at the end of the day.
Or them making just as much money as someone who didn't go to college.
Right.
That's crazy. You know, one of our kids wants to go to college, the other one doesn't.
Yeah.
And I'm okay with both of them choosing what's best for them, you know?
I think parents that pressure, though, like you really need
You're not shit unless you fucking go to college.
Yeah, you need to get off that.
I would much
just
rather...
knowing what we know about college and just like the robbery of it all and just the fucking...
The debt?
Yeah.
It's crazy.
The debt, the fucking discrimination, the fucking hierarchy, just all of it. No.
Yeah, it's a lot.
There's a lot. And I just think you should let your adult children make that choice for themselves.
Trade school is a great fucking option.
Yeah.
I would much rather them learn a trade, one that will never go away.
Right.
You know?
Right. Or just whatever the fuck they want to do. Like, you know, I'm just not into trying to mold anybody into
what I want.
Yeah. And I think that was good for me that I had that freedom because, you know, I consider myself successful.
I do too.
My freedom to me determines my level of success. And I'm like, freedom wise, I'm up here. Like, you know,
not even because of where we started, but just in general, you know, I consider it a win, us a win. I do. I do.
Sure.
So I finally read and finished Britney Spears' book.
Oh, I didn't even know you started it.
I did. I did it
that?
on Audible.
How was that for you?
So Britney Spears reads the prologue. You know, I listen to it on 2 times speed. Britney Spears reads the prologue, and then Michelle Williams reads the book. And surprisingly, Michelle Williams sounds a lot like Britney. So
who's Michelle Williams?
I don't know if it was the actress Michelle Williams or just someone named Michelle Williams. But whoever it is sounds a lot like her. So if you're listening to it on Audible, it sounds like Britney is telling you this story. Mm-hmm. It's really fucking sad.
Really?
It's fucking sad. I felt so fucking bad for her. It's no wonder she is the way that she is.
Really?
At all.
Yeah.
They fucking robbed her of all of her 20s, damn near. They robbed her. I think her conservatorship started at 26, 27. Mm-hmm. So all of those years, all of her fucking... It is Michelle Williams, the actress.
Okay.
Surprisingly, on... Just listening to it, she sounds a lot like her.
I don't know who that is, but okay.
She did some movies and shit. I can't even remember what movies, but
okay.
Whatchamacallit, so like half of her 20s, all of her 30s, fucking robbed, like no decisions. I mean, like couldn't eat ice cream for fucking dessert. Couldn't fucking see her kids when she wanted to see her kids. Like,
that's unfortunate.
I mean, like heartbreaking shit. Like her only getting $2,000 a week of the money she's making, but her family is going on vacation and shit with her fucking money that she made through working really worked her fucking hard.
Yeah, that's fucked up.
And she talks about how she loved music and loved performing, how slowly she was like robbed of even the love for doing that. And toward the end in her Vegas residencies where the only way she was able to rebel would be to not swing her hair a lot or to put in as much effort in these dance moves because she knew.
God, can you imagine?
No, I thinking cried.
Those are your only little ways you could get any type of like pushback, you know, like any type of resistance to what's happening
That's
to you.
That's the only control. At one point,
she was a hostage.
They were making her do drug tests. At one point, they put her on fucking lithium. She didn't need fucking lithium. She said Prozac was fine. It was working for her. Nope, they want her on lithium because if you don't need lithium, it fucking knocks you out. It makes you slow. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
they were misdiagnosing her, basically.
Intentionally. They were making her do drug tests. At one point, she started taking all natural from like GNC energy supplements. Hello, the girl's doing a lot of performing. Anyways, her dad didn't like that. Put her in fucking rehab for like 3 fucking months. No visitors. No,
Did
nada.
she ever acknowledge any like bad on her part? Because I know like custody issues were a thing at one point, and she like lost a lot of her rights.
Yeah,
for that,
well, so she goes into that. She goes into how you have to listen to the book. She goes into a lot of fucking detail regarding how Kevin colluded, you know, with her dad. How she does admit fault. She does admit when she's done something wrong or when something wasn't right.
Because I know she had a few moments where it was like, girl.
When she shaved her head, it was an act of rebellion. But everyone made it seem like she was fucking nuts.
I mean, even if she was having a breakdown, it seems like, you know, it would be justified.
She had postpartum depression. Like, it's really fucking sad how, and kind of scary how her dad and family were able to just take everything for so fucking long. Really fucking sad. That shit was making me feel claustrophobic at one point because I'm like, God.
It reminds me a lot of what they try to do with Kanye. question his sanity,
Yes.
force him on meds,
Yes.
control him, you know, like that would be another example of where I see them like attempting to do that.
That's terrifying.
Yeah,
To
it
think
is.
that if someone thinks that you're not okay, or let's just say, for instance, you're not doing what they want you to do, they can pull the fucking mental illness card,
Yeah.
and take
That
everything
mental
from
illness
you.
is weaponized in a lot of situations, and conservatorships are a scary thing. Like, remember the whole situation with Mark Leda and that girl that he got to like work with some of the people he interviewed, and some entered into conservatorships and became guardians for these people, like against their better judgment, and just that turned into a whole fucking mess. But it all came down to questioning somebody's sanity. And
Yes.
that's the best way to, like, I don't know, cover up when truths are being spoke. I feel like the first thing is always they're crazy, or,
Yeah.
you know, like, don't listen, they're crazy. And greed is a huge factor because then it's like you get to manage this person's money, and, you know, from celebrity or to someone who's just poor, like that you can get disability, whatever. And then they manage that. Like,
Yes.
gotta be careful with that kind of shit.
I don't know if you remember. But I know you know my dad was on conservatorship while I was growing up. He had a conservator named Ben Berger, and Ben Berger was a good conservator. My dad could be like, I want money for this. Ben would give it to him. It's my dad's money. He wasn't hoarding it from him. He was just making sure dad didn't go out and speedball himself into a fucking coffin.
Right.
So as, you know, my dad, as time went on and my dad, you know, did better, he went off conservatorship, but he did have a payee. And for the longest time, it was this woman named Barbara. And Barbara was a bitch. Barbara wouldn't give my dad his money to spend. Granted, she saved him up a little bit, but he couldn't do shit that he wanted to do.
Yeah.
He would have to beg to buy a pair of jeans. Shit like that.
Yeah.
Well, then his payee was transferred because she was up north. So when dad moved into the trailer, after a couple years of living there, his payee was transferred to this dude in Oakland. And the people that were my father's payee at that time were brand new to being VA payees, right? And this was at the time where my dad's truck started having problems, and my dad wanted to buy a car. And the guy's name was Vince. And I remember he told my dad, mind you, my dad at this point had like $17,000 saved up, got plenty of money to live. And I remember the guy Vince telling my dad, you can't get a new car with a payment. You can only have $4,000 to buy a used car. And I got really fucking mad, and I flipped out on him on the phone. And then I sent him a very well-worded email and was like, how dare you tell this man that's been through so much how he can spend his money? How does it make sense for him to buy a used car that will probably not last long, but he can't make payments?
Can't you contact somebody above them?
Oh, he was fired.
Yeah.
After my email, fired. We got a new one. She was fabulous. She
Yeah.
was like, oh, Billy, you want $1,000? I'll send it to you. Like, when dad died, he didn't have a savings. And that's because she let him spend his money how he wanted, which that's what I wanted for him. If you want to fucking eat nations every night, fuck it, eat nations. It's your fucking money. And, you know, it's not like he was going to have this 97-year lifespan. You know? So conservatorships,
I can see them being necessary for some people.
Yes.
I was
My
payee
dad
for a
needed
relative once upon a time. And it was weird because, like, they didn't do any background check on me. They didn't vet me at all. Like, I don't know. They put in
Carolyn's
my
payee.
name. My relative that needed a payee, like multiple relatives, he just kept kind of switching us around. And then finally it was like my turn. And I was like, okay, I'll do it. Like, shoot me some money. And so I did. And then, you know, he did. And then I don't know, but I thought, like, what makes me qualified? They didn't ask me any questions.
Which is
they
scary.
didn't fucking. It is, because like it would be even more so scary with a stranger. I'm a relative, you know what I mean? So I guess maybe because of that, it wasn't such a difficult process. But like with a stranger, I don't know. Like, who are these people?
Yeah, with my dad's payees, they were always not random people. They were businesses,
they employees of the.
They were specific.
How do you even get into that? You know,
they were specific businesses that did payee for veterans.
Mm-hmm.
So like businesses, not like Tamara.
Individuals. Mm-hmm.
Right. But my dad needed that conservatorship at that time. That's when he was fucking out of control.
Right.
But, you know, I think he had Ben Berger for probably 8 years.
Mm-hmm.
And then when my dad was doing well, they took him off and he got a payee.
Yeah.
And I think that was good for my dad. You know, I'm a lot like my dad, no impulse control.
Yeah.
If we want it right
I could
then.
see you needing a payee today. I kind of fill in as that sometimes. I would like to control your finances more than I would. No, seriously, like impulse control and generosity.
That's my problem.
Overwhelming generosity.
That's my problem.
Yeah, it is, but it is a problem.
Not speedballs.
No, it's
not
speedballs.
speedballs.
It's not biker coffee, but it is generosity. You got to reel that in sometimes.
I know.
Yeah,
I know. I just want to save the world.
Yeah, we can't.
I know. So yeah, her book, I highly recommend it. It's really good.
Yeah.
She had a ghostwriter do it with her. So it's well done, but it's not, it's a very easy read. You know what I mean?
Honestly, I'm not going to listen to it. And I don't want to say I don't really care about her, but like what sticks out in my head, I'm like weird in a sense that whenever somebody in the media, celebrities or whatever, like have a faux pas or like make a mistake or like a blunder or a comment or something, it sticks in my head. So, or a crime or whatever, like I go back to that. And I remember her making a racist comment, and like, I believe one of her kids recorded it on their cell phone.
When she made the comment about the weed smoke, and she
I was like,
fucking
hella rappers and shit, and hella black male rappers. And I was just like, that left a really bad taste in my mouth. So like, I do think it's unfortunate that happened to her, but I just keep going back to that. And I'm like, you're from the South. You're fucking white. That's your way of thinking. It sneaks out sometimes. I don't know. You deal with your life. You know what I mean?
No,
I don't know.
No, I know. So I do agree with that, right?
Yeah.
But then I wanted to read her book because if this could happen to a rich, successful fucking white lady.
It happens to a lot of people. You know
what I mean?
Yeah.
One of the fucking top performers, artists, fucking successful people in the world at that time, it could fucking happen to anybody. So, and I wanted to know how. I wanted the details.
I think her family is mostly responsible. Without them being the driving force, it never would have happened. They are for sure like how that was able to happen for so long.
Yeah. And I don't think much of celebrities as it is.
Yeah.
Like,
they're people, so it's like, I don't hold anybody on
there's no celebrity worship.
You spin good, or you know what I'm saying? Like, well, I don't give a fuck about none of that shit.
None of it.
You're hella regular. If I saw you at Denny's, bitch, whatever. Like,
Same.
I'm not going to come talk to you. Like, I don't care.
Nope.
Yeah.
Now, if you save animals, I might worship you.
Oh, God.
I might.
A story that I thought was hella cute, and I don't know if you are familiar already, but I'm going to tell it. So the school that Bunny came from, remember how I talked about how she had issues or whatever, and I went and met with the principal, and I really liked the principal.
Yes.
And he was hella cool and nice. There was a situation and some drama recently, and one day she was like, he's going to get fired. And I was like, what? And she was like, yeah, I found out like the kids are like scheduling a walkout and shit in defense of him, like to stick up for him and shit. And there's a chance that he might get fired, or he did get fired or something. I think they put him on leave for a minute. And I was like, what the fuck? Like, I really like him. So what ended up happening, okay, so rewind back to like last summer and shit. Remember, I also talked shit about that coach that they had for the cheerleaders that was like not using her real name, trying to take the kids on a fucking sex trafficking trip.
Yes.
Like all this weird,
so unprofessional
suspect behavior, not going through the proper channels to get permission slips, not behaving and working as someone should when they're working with
and then
somebody's
getting
kids.
irritated when parents were questioning, wanting to know details. Got nerve to get fucking irritated and have an attitude.
Yeah. So there's a long list of problems that were happening with that quote unquote coach that went by a fucking alias with people's children.
Right.
So what happened was that person, I guess, did a lot of fundraisers and shit for like teams at the school or whatever, allegedly. Yeah, the so-called, and raised like a shit ton of money, I guess, over like I think the last few years, and like didn't turn over a lot of it. And so I want to say in the amount of like 80 grand or something like that, like a huge amount. And so the details weren't confirmed, but just from rumors, Bunny heard that like he was getting the blame for that because he didn't catch it. Oh. And so like they got rid of her, and then she like was like trying to keep her job or whatever. I don't know. But anyway, it came out, and then the money shit came out, and they think that's why he got put on leave for not catching it and all this. So the school was like sticking up for him and all that. What ended up happening is he got demoted, which really is unfortunate. And I think it's so sweet that the kids stuck up for him.
I do
now
too.
He's a teacher, so at least he's still able to work at the same school with the same kids. So now he's a teacher, but in that small town on the hill, some kids went up there and put his name on the hill.
Is that what's up there?
Yes. And so
I'll cry.
Yes. And so I was like, every now and then, like when it's Christmas or something, the kids will go up on that hill and like, I don't know how they do it.
Do you want me to tell you what that hill, the legend of Chalk Hill in our small town?
Sure.
So Chalk Hill has always been used. So it's this big, huge hill.
Yeah.
And then at the top, a big patch of it, the kids go up, they used to every year, and remove the grass out of this big square. And then they would take bags of powdered chalk and they would write their graduating year. And we would have year wars with other classes. So 1 week it might say 98.
Real fucking hillbilly.
It is.
On a hill.
On a big hill, Chalk Hill. So 1 week it might say class of 98. The next week it might say class of 2000. CO, and then you know the number. And it's always been like that. And then for like the last fucking 8 years, the kids haven't done it. So when I saw the writing on there, Mark and I were driving and I said, oh shit. I got all excited. I'm like, they're doing Chalk Hill again.
Fucking honky. You're like, yeehaw!
Woohoo! I fucking got all excited.
Well, it's his name.
That's okay, fucking sweet.
So this is how I found out about it. It's his name, right? But it's also the name of my first cat, which was Stinker's cat when he was growing up.
Cupcake Banana Cat.
So that's not what it says.
I know.
It was my cat's government name.
Okay.
So
how cute.
Or nickname, actually, because Cupcake Banana Cat was her government name. So it was her nickname. So Stinkers, I think it was yesterday or the day before, leaves my house and he texts me and his dad in the group chat. And it's just a screenshot zoomed in on the name because that's the name of the fucking cat. So I start dying laughing and I'm like, you did that.
I love him. That is small town behavior. You climbed
up there and did that for the cat. Like, because he loves that. It's like, she's gone, but like, he loves that cat still.
Cut her nails is in my head all the time.
He brings her up all the time and he's just like, y'all did her wrong, and like he brings her up just all the time. But I was hella laughing and I was like, you went up there and did that, didn't you? But I already knew like the real story, so I like updated them on the little gossip that I heard.
That's fucking.
Yeah.
I love that the kids fucking stood up for him. And that makes me want to snap that bitch's fucking legs off even more.
Yeah,
you
me too.
Scamming, thieving, sex trafficker, allegedly.
Allegedly. And you let somebody be the fall guy. Like, if this is true and that's what the case
Bitch,
was.
own your shit.
Yeah, you got somebody in trouble that was like, you know.
I don't respect it.
I don't either. So I wanted to like go up there and maybe take him some flowers or something. What do guys like? I don't know. Just be like, hey, like, did you hear about our show? Did you ever listen? Because you remember I gave him
maybe
a card.
A box of See's candy.
Yeah, that would be cute. I had kept remember he kept our business card on his desk for hella long, and he kept, anytime I went up there after our meeting, he would be like, I didn't listen yet, but I'm going to, or no, I think he did listen to part of an episode or something.
He was like, I got scared.
And no, I'm never listening
You're
again.
fucking scary.
No, but he was so cool. So I'm like, I want to take him something.
That's really fucked up. That's why I never, when I was like working regular jobs, I never, at one of them that I was at a long time, I got promoted to, a supervisor.
Yeah.
And I hated it because if one of the people under me fucked up, I got in trouble for it.
Oh.
And I don't want to be responsible for people's bad work ethic.
Yeah.
I want to be responsible for my own because I can control my own.
Yeah.
Fuck that. So when you get in trouble for your subordinates' fucking behaviors, that shit is fucked up.
Whereas I would be abusing my subordinates. And
you'd be like, I'll fucking slam your
They
head.
wouldn't be chalking no hill for me. I would be in trouble for...
They'd be cheering. They're like, get her out. Get her.
Abuse of my employees. Fucking whooping them and shit. Like,
right.
Something inappropriate.
Oh, speaking of abuse of power, did you see the fucking video? It's viral right now. Of the air quote FBI showing up at the woman's house in fucking Oklahoma. Claiming,
they do that though. I wasn't shocked. I've seen cops do that.
In real
life. Like, yeah.
I've seen a few videos lately of them, regarding Palestinian content. But a lot of people were saying that because those FBI agents were refusing to show their credentials, that they weren't FBI agents.
I think they were.
I do too. I think they were dicks.
Yeah.
I think it was an abuse of power to be like, I don't have to fucking show you again.
Yeah.
Or,
they were like, I already flashed it. I'm not doing it again, but let's talk. Yeah. They were trying to like.
I like how she handled it though and was like,
yeah,
I'll have my lawyer call you. So have your lawyers call people if they show up at your house. Don't
and if you have
ever
lawyers.
talk. Right.
Yeah.
Don't ever talk. That's the rule.
I mean, yeah, unless you have to.
Right.
Some people, like, we don't have lawyers. You know what I mean? So if they show up, I'm not necessarily going to
I'm going to be
cops.
like, I'm calling a lawyer.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, if you have the option. They obviously didn't have a warrant, so she could decline their request. Now, I don't want to encourage people to challenge police because that can not go well. You know what I'm saying? So I'm never going to be like, you don't have your rights. You don't have to roll down the window. You don't have to.
No,
I see
would
people
never.
pushing for shit like that, and I'm like, you're gonna get somebody fucked up because, all cops don't take that well. Resistance, even when they're in the wrong. I'm just,
No, traffic stops and shit. I'm never encouraging you to battle the fucking police ever, especially because I'm a fucking white lady. I'm not telling anybody to ever go against them. Like, if you get pulled in, fucking so-and-so said you fucking told them to fucking murder so-and-so. I'd be like, I'm going to get a lawyer. I don't want to answer.
I mean, I'm glad it went smoothly for her. Just if you didn't see the video, she's a Muslim woman. She made some comments on Facebook. She was an older woman and they showed up at her front door and they wanted to discuss comments that she had made in support of Palestine.
Which is fucking wild.
She was like, are you checking everyone else in the community and having chats with them about what they put on Facebook? Like, this is my free speech. And, she kept asking so that she could, take a video of their IDs and stuff, and they would not show her again once she brought the camera out. So they ended up leaving, and she said she would have a lawyer contact their office, and so they left. But yeah.
Thankfully, it did go well for
Yeah.
her. The agent was an asshole when she was like, are you checking everyone's social media? And he was like, do you have their info? Because I will. Oh, yeah, sure.
Yeah. Something gross. A couple people sent it to me. Don't send it to me anymore. It's Easter time. There's a thing called a Bunny Mary instead of a Bloody Mary. It's fucking carrot juice.
Ew.
The sweetness of carrot juice. I don't know. Maybe that's not a problem because there, juice and vodka, fruit juice and vodka.
Yeah, carrot juice is sweet.
I don't want it.
I like the Bloody Mary because it's like spicy and savory.
Yeah. So a Bunny Mary, I don't want it. It might be like tahine rim or salt. I don't know. And vodka and fucking carrot juice. I don't want it.
Do you still put like Tabasco and shit in it?
Not that I saw. I guess you could. Let's see. For this adaptation, the tomato juice is removed in favor of carrots, lemon juice, honey syrup, and caper brine. I don't want those together.
No.
Caper brine seems opposite of honey and lemon.
Caraway and dill pair beautifully with carrot. No, honey and hot sauce.
No. Let's see. There's also in New York City, they do one where it's carrot juice punched up with savory caper brine and a spicy cayenne and paprika rim for the glass. Nope. No, y'all can have that one.
I don't want it. Don't send it to me.
Because a lot of people are, because of course I'm Bloody Mary obsessed. So, naturally people are going to send it to me like, would you, and I'm like, nah. I don't, that don't sound appetizing. My mouth is watering for a Bloody Mary right now, though. I don't like Bloody Marias either because I hate tequila. Tequila, the smell itself.
Mexican fighting juice.
It makes me gag. I don't want it. So, but there's all these variations. I just like a straight up Bloody Mary.
Good old fashioned
traditional recipe.
Mary.
There's Bloody Caesar, Bloody Roman, a Bloody Elixir. I'm Bloody Bulldog. I've been
pussy.
to brunch spots that have like a whole list, of all these different, but I'm not with that. I don't even want a tahine rim. I want salt rim. Yeah. Salt rim, celery.
I had one before that was, I want to say it was in Vegas. It wasn't just straight salt. It was like salt mixed with like seasoned salt. That was good.
That might be good.
That one was pretty good.
Yeah, that sounds nice.
Yeah. Seasonal.
Now I want one.
Mouse watering. Yeah.
I saw some people in an uproar on social media. Now, I don't know if you've heard of this. I heard of this back in the day. And I was like, people better not be fucking doing that. But it has resurfaced because I think some OG like told his nephew or something to do it. But there's like a old wives' tale or whatever that you can do an STD test on a bitch's pussy.
Come on.
With earwax.
Come on.
Have you ever heard of it?
Back in the day.
You did hear of it? Yeah. So I guess he was telling him like, hey, nephew, like if you ever want to know if she's burning, like this is what you do. Do you know how I'm going to react if I catch somebody putting earwax on my fucking pussy? First of all, why do you even have a supply?
Why do you even have a chunk of earwax?
Why are you harvesting a supply? First of all.
Are you able to dig scoops of earwax out?
Yeah.
That means
if you go
ain't
like
cleaning your ear.
You're coming out naked every time.
Right now,
nothing. You're not getting none because I'm not dirty. Why do you even have any on deck is my biggest concern. The idea of sex is over. I don't even want to talk to you ever again.
And you think it would be okay. That's like taking your boogers and putting it on my puss, bitch.
It's ear boogers.
Hello, 911. It's me again.
Hi. It's Crystal. I've killed someone.
Get here now.
He's dying. Yes.
That's fucking gross.
He's bleeding out on my floor. I'm going to be on the news if anybody ever fucking does that. Oh, this is great. So Trick Daddy, good Trick Daddy Don from Miami.
If you're listening to Trick Daddy, you might need hospitalization.
What do you mean? That's a legend.
Dude, he's been known for saying wild shit.
As
about
an adult,
women.
He looks like he's been fucking preserved for a funeral, embalmed already. I'm talking about old school. I don't even know if he still makes music. I'm talking about old school Trick Daddy, though. If you put on You Don't Know Nan.
Oh, I'll
turn it up.
I might twerk for you.
Yeah, I'm going to turn it up. But like any current Trick Daddy, no.
No, the shit he says about women is just fucking...
it's like shock value. So people do still interview him and shit. I get it. But he said he used the earwax method. Of
course he did.
To check for fucking gonorrhea on somebody.
He looks like he
First
has
of
a
all,
supply at earwax.
If you are fucking Trick Daddy in this day and age and he looks like he's been embalmed already, you probably ain't worried about the earwax.
You're not worried about gonorrhea.
No. So, yeah. Went on to explain he was dating 2 women, one whom passed the infection to him.
Oh.
The rapper said he thought he was fine until later learning that one of his partners burnt him 3 days. No, this...
Trick Daddy and Charlemagne explained it's an old method for determining if someone has an STI or an STD. So both of them.
If she jumps, she got something. That's how the story goes.
Because your pussy's not sensitive.
I'm a jump because you're disgusting.
And
I'm a jump because you done fucked up.
And you have earwax on your fucking finger. You have earwax, bitch. You dug in an orifice and pulled shit out.
How about I'm just good on men?
It's over.
I already got to
No
check
more.
if you have a white tongue, if you have dirty fingernails,
dirty butthole.
if you like all this shit. If you're secure in your manhood enough to finger your asshole when you shower. There's all these concerns. Do you have tonsil stones? Do you fucking have dingleberries? Like all this shit, boogers. Like men, I'm not looking to men to be the cleanest unless you're like a gay man or a very metro.
And you fucking thought it was okay.
Straight men though, like nah. I'm scared already. I'm scared. Like
on my pussy. Boogers.
She didn't jump because it burned, bitch. She jumped because you're disgusting. You're in here being gross. Sex is over now. You'll see me on the news if anybody ever tried it. Ever. Don't itch your ear.
I'm so disgusted that they're encouraging people to do that shit.
Yes. Don't itch your ear. Don't itch the side of your head. Don't even. No. If I see your hand go up, party's over. That's scary. Mm-hmm.
That shit is disgusting.
The dating pool is hell. I don't even want to fucking. No desire. Nope. Makes me hate that I'm attracted to men.
If I didn't have Mark,
you'd be fucked.
I might be in a nunnery.
We'd be in the same boat.
For real.
It's like, how horny am I to not worry about these concerns? You know what I mean? Like it has to be. I have to be like ovulating, ravenous to
wanting to procreate.
My body has to just be like begging for it for me to even, because I have all these very valid, serious concerns and icks about men. So
and
just
then
know,
your skin flakes come off in the bed.
just all that. Do you wash your legs? Like all these things.
And now you're telling people to dig earwax.
I mean, I ain't got to worry about that usually, but I'm just like, these thoughts are always in the back of my head. So if I hit you, just know I'm like ravenous. I need to like mate. Like I'm so horny if I hit you.
It's mating time.
My body is stressing me. That's who's calling you. It's not me. If I call you, that's what's going on.
It's my ovaries.
Oh, God. Speaking of, okay, that leads me to another conversation. Did you see what happened to Halle Berry?
No.
She was like accidentally, terrifyingly misdiagnosed with herpes because she had sex with her partner. And it was the most painful fucking experience she ever fucking had. But it was from perimenopause.
Listen.
Not herpes. So imagine you're told that you have a partner, a regular partner. You're like, what the fuck?
Partner.
Are you going to kill your partner?
Right.
Do you think it came from like that could really wreck some relationships. So she was misdiagnosed by this doctor. And fucking come to find out. So now she's on a tour or whatever, trying to preach the word of perimenopause and like not have to have anybody else go through that.
There are times, and this is one of the reasons why my sex drive is low, is because sex hurts really bad.
I'm not ready for that.
It does. It hurts.
I'm not ready for that. When I read into perimenopause, I'm like, you could experience dryness. I'm not there yet. Sensitivity, thinning of the walls, and all that kind of shit, to where your tissues are very fucking sensitive and can feel like they're on fire and shit during sex. And I'm like, at that point, just take me out. Just take me out back and fucking end it.
I mean, it curbs your desire for men.
Yeah.
So there's that.
Yeah, that's a scary fucking thing.
Especially if you've been a super sexual person your whole life.
Yeah.
You know?
It's very fucked up.
It is. It sucks.
But yeah, that happened to her.
That's fucking terrifying.
It's terrifying. Yeah.
Was it Kaiser?
It probably was. Who knows? But yeah, no, I don't know.
God damn.
That's awful.
How do you go from perimenopause to herpes?
I think she was burning so bad and inflamed.
They're like, it has to be.
The inflammation, I think they mistook it for an outbreak. Yeah.
That's terrifying.
Yeah.
Then she goes home. She's like, just kidding, honey.
We don't have to divorce. Or I don't even know if she's married. I'm just saying that could wreck a relationship. Like suddenly, all of a sudden, and we've been together and then that happens. Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
That's scary.
Very. Very.
Fuck.
I don't know what's happening in the world. I don't know if you saw this, but there was a 27-year-old man that was like walking down the street, passed by an Amtrak station. Amtrak had just hit a person. So the person was dead. They were walking by the scene, decided to help themselves.
Oh my God,
to a leg.
saw it.
They were like, I deserve a treat. I've had a rough day.
He was eating it.
He grabbed a leg and kept walking. He passed a construction site. He was taking bites of it on camera. Don't laugh. He waved it at people. He was waving it at the cops. He was biting it and eating it. They described the meat that was hanging off of it. He was chewing and swallowing and fucking eating it.
The white meat.
He was like, I deserve a treat.
This looks hella good.
The construction workers that were like on lunch that saw him and freaked the fuck out and called the cops. The cops came and swooped up on him. He waved it like, get away from me. And he kept walking.
This is my treat.
Are we on Earth? What is happening? This is mine. I found it.
Tell me if you've seen it. You wouldn't die laughing because we have an inappropriate nervous laughter. I have nervous laughter. I laugh. I laughed when I had to call the cops on my dad for beating Sue. Remember? Like I'm giggling.
Crying.
You're crying, and I'm fucking laughing in the bathroom. Not because it's funny, but because it's how my body reacts to horrible things.
Yes.
If I hadn't seen it taking.
And it had like a shoe and shit. It looked like it had a sock and shoe on it. I'm not kidding. He's like waving it and taking bites. And he's like waving it to the cops like, this is my fucking leg. You can't have this leg. Like, what? Like,
get your own leg.
Are we in the fucking 1800s? Like, what even? Are you a Viking? Like, I just looked so primitive to me and so weird. Like, are we on Earth?
No,
it was
we're
the
not.
Scariest shit.
We live in hell.
And I watched the video like 10 times, and I'm like, he was hunched at one point with the leg, and like, you was trying to fucking keep it, bitch. Like, they're not gonna let you keep that.
Like when Bevy steals a chicken bone out of the garbage.
That's what he did. You're 27. Like, this is fucked up. Here's the video.
I shouldn't even be laughing.
Look
okay,
at him.
hold on.
He's pissed. He was trying to eat a torta and got his fucking lunch break fucking ruined because this asshole, 27 years old.
Wait, let me see it.
This is in Kern County. Like, this is. Look at him.
They're blurring it out. That's fucked up.
No, you can see him. They're trying to hide that leg.
I want to see it.
The video I saw, they were showing it, but he was like, quit following me. Like, the fuck do y'all want? Like, leave me the fuck alone. Go get your own. There's more.
He has another one over there.
Yeah, there's another one over there. You're not taking mine. Like, let me see how old he is. 27.
Okay.
Okay, the town is Wasco. Wasco. Is that where we stopped at that thrift place?
Probably.
Wasco. That's fucked up. They're not gonna let you fucking keep it, bro. So he got arrested, but he only got charged with like disturbing a body.
Oh my God, a train crash victim.
Yes, I just said that. He got in trouble for like interrupting a crime scene or something.
Wait, scroll back up.
Like, is there even a law in existence that you could get in trouble for eating a body part that don't belong to you?
Maybe like
It's right outside of Bakersfield.
Of course it is.
Of course. Yeah, it doesn't say the charges right here, but he got charged with like removing evidence from a crime scene. I feel like it should be way more serious than that. It wasn't like you grabbed somebody's jacket
he didn't
that
murder
got
him.
Killed. You ate his fucking leg. Like, you can't do that.
Okay, so I'm just telling everybody now, if I'm ever like a victim of a horrific crime, a car accident, a fucking train crash, if somebody wants to eat my leg,
you're gonna say help yourself.
And
I don't think that's the message that we want to give.
I mean, it's not. It's disrespectful. I mean, if I seen fucking a man walking down the street eating fucking Mark
Look at him.
or your
sneaky.
leg, I would be
He's trying to be
sneaking bites
behind a Corolla, behind a fucking Toyota Corolla, trying to be sneaky, bro.
You gotta stop talking about it because it
Look
keeps
at him.
making me.
He's like, what? Look at him. What? They're not gonna let you keep that. No. He's so pissed. The cops are like, we don't even know what to fucking do. No. Nobody's getting out. Look at him. He held it up like it was a middle finger, but it was the leg. Dude, lock him up. What y'all described was like a ticket.
Do you think it's mental illness?
Whatever the fuck it is, he needs to be evaluated. Like, you don't just write somebody a ticket for disrupting a crime scene.
Do you think he's a cannibal, or do you think he has mental illness?
Clearly.
Or do you think it's mental illness, or maybe a touch of both?
I mean, I'm not going to analyze, what the fuck? I can't diagnose anyone, but I would say cannibal. For sure.
You think he's done it before?
Yeah, he was hella comfortable with that. He didn't even
He's like, this is my favorite part.
Like, he was just like, that was crazy.
You narrating the video was fabulous.
You see his mouth? And then he's like, that's not a middle finger. That's somebody's leg that you better go put back. Now. And you're 27. Go put it back. He looked
older than 27.
Life. Yeah, that's just fucked up. And I saw that and I was like, where are we? Like, every day the world is more fucked up. Like, I don't.
Oh, we're on our way down, baby. 2 thumbs down,
none of the
not
cops
up.
even approached him. They were like, with their doors open, like yelling to him.
They're like, fuck, I don't get paid enough to fucking get
could
this
you
leg
imagine?
back.
He was about to get off. Now he got to deal with this asshole. No. And then, like, what laws are there even? Could you keep him? They turned him loose already? We don't know.
Yeah, I mean, what would it be like? Desecrating human remains? Like, there's not a lot he can be charged with. Theft.
I didn't even see that on the list of charges. I saw just like removing evidence from a crime scene. That's a ticket. Like, he got court next month. He's out already.
He's going to look for another leg.
Misdemeanor. It's a misdemeanor.
Mm-hmm.
Removal of human remains from other than a cemetery. Okay, I didn't see that the first time around. And
a misdemeanor charge for possessing a controlled substance.
But it doesn't say what it was.
And a felony charge related to violating probation.
They're like, give him anything. Give him fucking anything. Jaywalking with the leg. Like, try to pile it on. Yeah. Yelling at the cops. Like, make that a charge. Like, they're
definitely eating human meat before. The fact that you took a bite out of it, oh my fucking God, kill me. You don't
like
even know.
Multiple bites.
You don't even know if that leg was washed.
They saw him eating it, and that's what made them fucking call. Like, they were like, hold the fuck up. Like, now they got to go back to like pouring cement. That's bullshit. I'm going home today. I had a rough shift. I'm going home. Yeah. I would be like, what neighborhood do you have us fucking working in? That this is happening. And you want me to, to fucking do rebar. And this is what's happening around the job site.
Oh, that's my God.
That's really fucking scary.
Oh, my stomach hurts from laughing so hard. It's not funny, but fuck the way you fucking talk about it. God damn it.
Terrifying.
It is. That would make me really scared of that person if they were walking down the street eating a fucking forearm.
I'm like, please don't go talk to that one. Don't.
If you ever listen to me, it is right now.
Do not. She's still going to say hi. She's still going to fucking
you
say
eating
something.
someone's leg?
She's still going to fucking, oh God.
That's stinky leg.
Yes. Don't touch.
Oh God, my stomach hurts from laughing so fucking hard. Jesus Christ.
I'm glad you were so tickled by that. I was just
It's the way you narrated the video and said, "Get out."
Watch the video, you guys. Just fucking watch it.
And picture her
And
narrating
you see
it.
him yelling, you'll know. God.
And walking away like they're bothering him.
Yeah, like, leave me the fuck alone. Like, he thought he was cool.
He had a treasure. That's crazy.
You want to do some write-ins? We have to get off this. All right, I'm going to read one from Big Juice. Oh, no. All right, no, I did. Sorry, I didn't know if it had to be anonymous or not. I was like, oops, no, it's fine. Okay, good. I have 2 lie stories. Hold on.
Love a good lie.
The first one is more funny and innocent. I had a friend spending the night and we were watching a movie. We turned out the lights and not long into it, I was giving him head. Oh my God.
This is fabulous.
Okay, so real quick, I didn't read these. As soon as I saw they were stories, I just got the screenshots and then I messaged back and I was like, do you want it anonymous or can I say your name? And then I was like, okay, I'm going to save them for the show. So this is my first time seeing these stories.
I usually don't pre-read our write-ins either.
Yeah. So
it's
these reactions are organic reaction.
Love it.
Okay. Not long into it, I was giving him head. Now, my dumbass knew it wasn't late. Not to mention, when anyone walked upstairs, they walked right into where we were. Of course, that person would be my mom.
Oh, fuck.
And we didn't even realize she was there until she popped on the lights. I popped my head up so fast, and when she asked what was going on, my immediate response was, "Oh, I was doing a wrestling move."
With my mouth open.
In the dark. Pitch.
I required my mouth open.
I was doing a wrestling move. I laugh now just telling the story because of all the things. I'm sure she was so shocked. She just told us to keep the lights on. You know, that's a clear.
I know what you were doing.
Yes. Oh my God. She just told us to keep the lights on. This was the same friend whose dick I sucked in the game room at the pizza place.
I remember that one.
I sent that story before. Aged 12 to 13. Badass kid.
That's so funny.
Second story. As I've mentioned, I was bullied very, very badly from elementary through high school. My dad had moved to the LA area when I was young, so I'd go visit there in the summers. Now, I don't know if he means Louisiana or Los Angeles. So tell us. Okay. I don't remember how exactly I started this lie, but at some point I began telling people I met this girl, Aisha. I know where you got that from. That was a popular song.
Yep.
And she had gang member, family, and friends. And if anyone harmed me, she would be able to help me get revenge. Aww. Girl, I even lied to close friends. This was during landline phone era, so I would call my own number so the busy signal would just go. And so I could pretend her and I were talking. This went on for a few years. Aisha even moved to Atlanta, so now she was closer to me.
Oh.
I know part of the lie was me trying to protect myself.
Yeah.
Sorry, because I was getting death threats, and it wasn't unusual for me, to be physically assaulted. But why I lied to friends, unsure. Not to mention, I had to corroborate your story.
Right.
Not to mention, I had friends right there in Kentucky that protected me when they weren't around, so I didn't necessarily need to create someone. But it did give me an extra sense of security. For a little more context, this was right when Snoop and Tupac first really blew up, so LA to us was what they rapped about. Even crazier, some people really believe she existed. So I assume that your dad was probably in LA and that's how you met Aisha, right? Mm-hmm. But that makes me sad. I don't think that one's funny because you were doing it to protect yourself.
And as like a gay person in the South because that's where he grew up.
Yeah.
Like,
that makes me fucking
the shit
sad.
he probably took.
And I'll be
It
your
does.
fucking Aisha.
Aisha
anytime.
is right here.
Aisha is right here anytime. That makes me sad.
It does. We love you, Juice.
Yes.
I got, all right. Hi, my beautiful aunties. Just wanted to write in because I feel like my sister needs to hear some good advice from someone other than me. My sister is probably the most amazing person I know. She's my best friend, and she deserves the absolute best. Unfortunately, she doesn't always think the best of herself, and it definitely reflects in her relationships. She's been talking to this guy. He seems nice. I don't know much about him. She likes being around him. He makes her happy. They've been talking for a few months. The big but is this guy lives with his ex. He's been on and off with his ex for over 10 years. He says he's there out of convenience. They're not married. They have no kids together. It's so easy for him to leave, but he continues to stay. I'm just afraid she's going to get hurt. I tell her all the time she doesn't deserve to be someone's backup plan or second best. She should be someone's top priority and the only one. This whole situation has really messed with her self-esteem, and I hate seeing her so upset and question herself over some crusty, musty, dusty boy. I can tell her what a piece of shit he is until I'm blue in the face, but she doesn't listen. Your point of views would be so much appreciated. Thank you so much, and as always, free Palestine.
Does it say how old she is? Just that she's a younger sister.
I just say, to be completely fucking safe, avoid it. Avoid it. Because
What, the sister?
yeah, avoid the dude.
Oh, yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
Listen, I know people who have lived with their ex after a breakup for like 8 months till their lease was done. Like, so I know it happens. However, don't do it.
If you're in situations where you're having to cry and be upset and shit like that, things are happening that let you know. You have to listen to your intuition. And like, if things are happening that are upsetting you, that lets you know this isn't where you need to be.
No.
And it's not like you're not going to find better. Like, you're young. You need to fucking... Don't settle.
There's
Don't
men
settle.
out there that have their own place.
I think what I would do, because you can't convince somebody to leave anybody until they're ready.
No.
They have to figure it out, finally get tired enough, and do it on their own.
Yeah.
What I would say is that I would explain to her how the relationships that you stay in and you put up with develop a pattern, and they kind of set you up for like what type of bullshit you're going to accept in the future. Yes. And you don't want to get comfortable accepting certain shit like that, because then it's like you're just opening yourself up to be accepting of more shit the next go round. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, just put up, you have to have like limits to how much you're going to tolerate. You have to have boundaries.
Yeah. Also, every relationship you're in leaves an imprint on you.
Yes,
it alters you.
They do.
They do. Your trust, like
setting you up for the
everything.
Next person.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
you don't want to start that, and you don't want to stay in a cycle of any shit like that. So like, get out of that, and know that you're better than that, and you're not somebody's fucking side piece or whatever. If you're crying and shit, it's committed enough to you that you think, you know that you deserve better.
For sure.
This ain't like you're fucking with somebody sometimes that live. Like, if you think that's your man can't live with an ex.
Man, can you go to his house? That's the real question.
Right.
If someone's your man, can you go to their house?
Right. Then that don't need to be your man right now.
For real.
They're not ready to be in a relationship
at all.
Yeah.
You tell that man.
You have to have standards. Like, you have to set standards and boundaries for the type of shit that you'll accept and tolerate. And get the fuck away from that person.
Yeah. Not.
If they really want to be with you, they will make the necessary changes to be with you. Yeah. And if they don't, that's not your person.
No,
get away from them.
And if you really like that man, you tell him, I'll date you when you live by yourself.
Yeah. Because believe me, people with standards and boundaries and shit would never even consider it. You're too good for that.
For sure. Make her listen to that.
Okay. Hey, ladies. I'm listening to the latest podcast, and I have a story of a lie my mom once told me.
Love it.
So I was in like the first grade, and my mom was just starting out at her job in the city with the city of San Francisco. And I guess she was worried about getting drug tested. For about a week or two, every morning, she would make me pee in a jar and told me that she had to take it to the doctors because something was potentially wrong with me. God damn.
So got her 7-year-old freaking out
and giving up pee every day. Oh my God. I remember being so worried that I was going to die. Then all of a sudden, she told me I'm fine and it never happened again. I'm 37 and she didn't tell me the truth until about a few years ago. Love you both. Go choke her the fuck out right now.
Oh my God.
That's not even funny.
No, that I could never imagine doing that to one of the girls.
You could damn bitch. That's not even funny. That's fucked up.
Do you imagine the type of child I was already neurotic and anxious. I thought I had AIDS.
Yes.
I had fucking developed anxiety and I didn't know.
Now imagine Billy needs to test and he comes and tells little worrisome you.
There's something wrong with me. I would cry. My mom.
Oh my God.
I bit my toenails as a kid.
Ew.
I was a toenail biter really bad. And talk about anxiety, bitch.
God.
I bit my toenails. And to get me to stop, my mom told me if I don't stop biting my toenails, I'm going to grow a mold in my mouth, or I'm going to poop and poop and poop until I die. Well, one day I got diarrhea. I got a stomach virus.
And she was like, it's happening.
No.
Call the funeral home.
I was in the bathroom crying because I couldn't stop shitting. And I was thinking in my head, this is it. I'm dying.
She was telling the truth.
I'm pooping it. I never bit my toenails again after that because I was like, I can't die. But it made me so fucking stressed out and neurotic. Don't tell your kids those kind of things.
Your kids look to you to teach them things, to know things, to be smart, to care about them.
They trust you.
How dare you? This story is actually fucking angering. I'm not laughing. It's angering and it makes me want to sock your mom in her mouth.
She owes you a lot of fucking apologies.
Yes. God damn.
That's crazy.
Dude, I'm sorry that happened because that's fucked up. Does it say how old she was? First grade?
So you're 7.
Child abuse. 6 years old.
Me, I would be like, I have AIDS. They're testing me for AIDS.
We're gonna fucking move on because that shit is.
God
I'm gonna start talking shit about your mom in a minute. God.
Fuck. Okay.
I'm sorry.
All right. Hey, aunties, nobody's gonna do it for me, so happy motherfucking 30th birthday to me. I didn't plan on rolling into my 30s at probably the most alone down time I've ever been. However, this is a reminder to me, from me, that I can get through this.
Yes.
If I listen back to this, which I will replay your episodes over and over, I hope I hear it in a year and feel overcome with gratitude at what I've accomplished.
You will.
The support I have and the love I feel. I'm so determined to live a life that I feel fulfilled in. Thank you, aunties, for the constant laughs and raw content. We truly love you guys. Shout out to me for getting through 3 of the hardest years yet. And shout out to my baby boy for being my light when things are hella dark. I got this.
Yes, you do. I'm glad you know that. And happy birthday.
They didn't leave a name.
Aww.
Happy birthday.
Yes.
And you do got this.
I have one. Okay. They want some advice.
Oh, good.
Hi, Pat and Crystal. I have an advice question for y'all. Hopefully you can read on the pod for others going through it too. I had an advice question that I just needed to bring to y'all. Earlier, Pat posted a quote saying, I forgive a lot. So if I forgive a lot. So if I stop speaking to you, you did too much. And I put or too little. I'm currently in a position where I need to let someone go for doing too little. And I need some advice if I need to continue on with the breakup. For full context, you're welcome, Crystal. Me and Bestie have been friends since 2nd grade. Sleepovers, prom, breakups, you name it. We've been inseparable for a long time. 2nd grade, damn. But in 2017 or so, Bestie moved away to Texas, and I knew it would change our friendship, but was super supportive through it all. She's been in Texas for about 6 years now. Since being there, I have made an effort to visit her about 4 separate times. She has only come to visit me once, and it was a squeezed in appointment while she was here visiting other people. Since being in Texas, there are a few things she's done that really pissed me off that I should have snapped, which includes comparing me to friends she's made out there, which isn't bad, but is irritating when I don't really think the comparison is there. Her telling me some guy she was going to hook up with looks exactly like my ex-boyfriend, somebody who essayed me, and she knew that. That's a little insensitive. And this last time I went to visit her, I was there for about a week and planned the visit about 4 months in advance. When I finally showed up to visit, she worked every single day of my visit. At the time, she was an event planner. So I totally understand, even though we planned in advance to avoid this. One of these nights there, when she got off work hella late, I waited up for her. She came home at 9 p.m., invited her boyfriend over, and they both went to bed at 10 p.m., and I heard them talking in her room until about 3 a.m. That one really hurt, especially since I don't know her boyfriend. Like, I want to laugh and talk too. I think it's worth mentioning that I have told her how I felt about our relationship, and she acknowledged the error of her ways and agreed to do better. Anyway, though, that brings us to the other day. She's back in town for a cousin's wedding, and she sent me a message saying, I'm back in town, and I know I've been inactive, but I still think about you and hope you're doing good. But in my personal opinion, it's a little too late. Especially because when I've been actively trying to keep the flame going since she moved away, only to be met with read receipts or silence on the other end. So I replied to her saying, you have been inactive since you moved, but that's okay. Long distance relationships are not for me. I hope you're doing good too. So long story short, I feel ready to break up with this friend because of how inactive she has been. I am the type to hold grudges and break things off quickly, but I know once I break up with her, I lose her forever. I wanted to know y'all's thoughts on my situation because I feel like I'm being dramatic or like I can't trust my own decision because of how upset I am. Thank you, ladies, again. I know it's so long, but I truly appreciate y'all's advice. I would also like to mention that this all happened during the eclipses that represents cutting ties with things that don't service you. Is this a sign? I would say, yes, it's a sign.
I would say I don't. Sometimes friendships ebb and flow, you know, sometimes
they what?
Ebb and flow.
I never heard that before in my life.
Really?
Ebb and flow?
Ebb, EBB, and flow.
What's that mean?
Ebb and flow. Go back and forth.
Oh, okay.
So sometimes there'll be times in a friendship where I don't talk to a friend for a year or two, and then we pick right up where we left off. And I think you guys might be at different places in your life. Some of the stuff she's done obviously hurt your feelings. But I don't think anything is bad enough to where you have to break up with her. I think maybe just taking a step back, focusing on yourself, letting her focus on herself. And then, you know, maybe in 3 years, y'all end up thick as thieves again, you know? Just life happens.
You want me to say what I think?
I know what you're going to say.
What am I going to say?
Cut her off.
Just let it go.
That's what I mean. You can let it go. I don't mean
break up. I don't mean make it a big production.
No.
You're hurt. And I constantly hit you. And I'm like, am I tripping? Am I tripping? Yeah. I'm constantly second guessing because I act out when my feelings are hurt or when my feelings are involved. So I understand that. And you've already talked to her about how this is making you feel and all that. She's in another state. Sometimes friends just grow apart.
Yes.
It's not to be taken personal. I know it hurts. And I know this has been your best friend since second grade. That's basically family at this point.
Yeah.
It's time to like let go a little bit.
Yeah.
And it doesn't have to be
a never talk to you again, dramatic.
severing them off. And, you know,
Right.
just treat it like a relative that's in another state now. You're not going to be
Yes.
hella close. You
Yes.
don't, you know what I mean? You guys are in two different places in your lives and everything. Let go a little bit. And then when it's comfortable, she's probably feeling pressure too. And I don't do well with that when people are pressuring me to hang out, pressuring to talk to me, you know, and even though like, I've, you know, it makes me back up a little bit, you know, just make it, you got to just let go a little bit.
Yeah.
And don't be like hurt about it. This happens with family. This happens with friends. And like you said, you guys could get close later, but don't expect it to be how it's been, because it's not going to be that.
No, it'll be a new relationship.
Yeah.
There'll still be that familiarity, but it'll be new. Like, you know, I had a friend I didn't talk to for fucking 6 years because she was doing wild shit. But when she got it together, you know, it's a new beginning. Yeah. But there's still that familiarity. Mm-hmm. So I agree, you know.
That's like a cousin or a relative at this point. Yes. You guys have been friends since you were babies. Like, so keep them in your life, but just like you got to back up a little bit.
Don't expect what you give from them.
And don't put pressure on people either, because that's a turnoff.
Yes. So
I'm sorry. You know, I'm sorry.
It hurts. It always fucking hurts.
And I've dealt with that before too, just like friendships kind of dissipating, and like, you know, it's unfortunate sometimes, but it happens. Don't take it personal at all. Yeah. And just look at it like, you know, sometimes that happens in relationships.
But ultimately don't, you know, lose love or fucking have this big dramatic breakup talk or anything. Just, you know, focus on you and maybe friendships that are closer. Yeah. Distance wise, you know? Yeah. I have one. Okay. So there's a trigger warning to this suicide. Hi, Pat and Crystal. I've wanted to write you this for 4 years now, and I guess I haven't because it's easier to not revisit grief. In 2019, a girl named Sophia was hired to work in the same department as me at a hotel in Hawaii. She definitely marched to the beat of her own drum and stood out in that way. She was kind, giggly, and a little quirky. Due to her quirks, it seemed like it was a challenge for her to fit into already established cliques. I could see she was left out of some conversations, and for that reason, I would make an effort to get to know her. She noticed I like crystals, and one day, for no reason, she gave me a beautiful bracelet that offered protection. I still have it. Sophia was originally from the Bay Area. She shared with me that she had some struggles in her relationship with her boyfriend. Once she mentioned that he was physically abusive, but didn't go into much detail. We worked together for roughly 3 months. On New Year's Eve 2020, Sophia took her own life. It was a shock because she always put on a happy face and laughed often. We were just getting to know each other, but I could see she was a deep and passionate person. When Sophia was alive, she recommended, I'll cry. When Sophia was alive, she recommended I listen to Hello Dysfunction. And I didn't get around to listening to it for whatever reason. After she passed, I began listening to the podcast and fell in love with it and you all. It's really sad. Hello Dysfunction became and still is my absolute favorite podcast. I just wish I could have laughed about it with Sophia while she was alive. I like that I'm reminded of her when I listen. I feel like I understand her more listening to the podcast. She was in my life for such a brief time, but she made a lasting impression. It's also a constant reminder for me to be kind to everyone because you never know what someone is going through. I'm glad I finally shared this story with you. I love you guys, Kylie. Fuck you, Kylie. Oh my God. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you for that. That's hella sad.
It's hella sad. But I'm glad that in the brief time you knew her, she was able to leave a lasting impact. Those are the people that matter. And for some reason, those are the ones that are never here the longest. But thank you for sharing that with us.
Yeah.
And thank you for listening, Sophia, wherever you are. All right. Fuck.
I don't have anything to laugh at after that.
Yeah. This other one is long and deep. I'm going to save it for next week.
Okay.
This is sweet. I wanted you guys to give my mom a shout out because she's the best mom ever. And I love her so much. And I hope she knows I appreciate everything she's done for me and how she helped me mature. And I just love her so much. By the way, her name is Lizette and she loves you guys. And that is from Marivella. And
Thank you.
the fact that you said you love your mom so much 4 times in this tiny paragraph.
Don't, because I'll cry again.
I'll cry again.
My kids ain't doing no shit like that. Peace,
That's hella
mate.
sweet. And it sounds like you have a pretty awesome mom. And Lizette, thank you so much for listening. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
And your daughter loves you so much. So you're probably a pretty
Awesome
amazing
mom. Yes.
For sure.
For sure. Clearly.
Do you want to read this? There's a rat. I saw some other stuff in it.
Sure.
I hope it's not fucked up. Again, we don't pre-read these.
Okay.
Oh.
Hi, ladies. I hope this is the right place to write in. If not, ignore me. I love the podcast, and I especially love hearing you guys complain about how gross people are. You'll love this episode.
Love it. It's for you.
That being said, trigger warning, don't read this while you're eating. My friend is a nurse.
Especially not eating a leg.
God. My friend is a nurse and has a coworker who is very forward about her personal life. Don't you love those?
I love them. Give her my number.
I hate it. So much so that she volunteered the following information unprompted.
My favorite kind.
She said that today she was putting in a tampon. God damn it. She was putting in a tampon and dropped it, and she put it back in after it was on the bathroom fucking floor.
BV.
And apparently, she wants BV.
Oh, God.
And apparently, she will also argue you up and down about how it's not gross. She also said she likes to eat rats. Arrest this bitch. Lock her up with that man. Arrest this bitch today.
Her and the leg eater.
Bitch, you're just nasty. What is happening?
Oh, we have pet rats.
God damn it. She also likes to eat rats. She catches rats and then cooks and eats them.
No.
And then gives the rat a funeral. Is she at work lying? Is she fucking with people?
You.
I think she's fucking with them.
She's like, I catch them in my basement.
And then, of course, I say a eulogy. Of course I do. Oh, my God. Which is actually just a Snapchat of her screaming and crying. Does she work at a hospital? Because I
give her my number. I want
give
her
me
to
her
tell
Snapchat.
me this stuff.
What?
Don't ever say it's her Snapchat of her screaming and crying as she cooks the rat.
That's the funeral. No,
Why
that's the funeral.
What? She has an altar with just hella rat skulls on it.
When my friend told me this, I immediately heard your voices saying, "Put her in prison." Put her in prison. Anyways, now that I'm done gagging, I just want to say that I love the podcast and always look forward to it because it'll have me cry laughing on the way to work and it makes my day. I also love that you don't compromise on your values when it comes to sponsors and posting content. So thank you both, and free Palestine. Also, to clarify, I know some cultures eat rats. I'm trying to think of some.
I know
Peruvians eat guinea pigs and hamsters, which are, I mean, they're cousins.
Every animal is somebody's pet. You know what I mean? Every animal is someone's pet. So I kind of feel like one is not worse than the other.
Yeah, yeah.
You know?
But it's not a cultural thing for her. It's for the shock value. And the rats do not come from a clean place, open nature. They come from the dumpster. You know what?
The Best Buy dumpster.
Fight her. Fight her.
She's in the Walmart dumpster grabbing old fucking pillows
and rats. She's out getting dinner with a tampon she got off the bathroom floor at the hospital.
Hey, her immune system is probably so tough.
If you think the rats part is offensive, then please disregard. I don't want to be judgy. You're not being
You're
judgy.
so sweet.
And now I'm not not sure if I should have included that part, but the tampon thing is for sure nasty. No, girl, we're not eating rats, and I'm not condoning that behavior.
We're not catching the rats.
No.
I take potato comes in with a rat in his mouth, and I take it from him and eat it.
You cook it and then scream and cry on Snapchat.
Snapchat.
We're not. No, fight her and put it on Snapchat. Okay, so rats are eaten regularly, just FYI. Cambodia, Laos, Myanmar, parts of the Philippines, Mark eats them, and Indonesia, Thailand, Ghana, China, and Vietnam. I will say I've never known any here, of those cultures. I don't know. We don't, that ain't something
Mark
we
was
do
fed
here.
dog as a kid. He didn't know.
I mean, when you're out of the country, things, all animals are eaten somewhere, I feel like.
Yeah, that's
but
what
like
I said.
you said, not here. And not like at the dumpster. You're not grabbing bubonic plague rats and frying them up and then screaming and crying on Snapchat. She is wild and prison.
Yeah. I had to explain to this girl the other day because she was going on about the dog market.
I knew you were going to
China.
say that.
And I said,
listen,
they just passed laws regarding it. So, they're trying to stop it. But I had to explain to her, listen, people eat horses. People have cows for pets. People fucking eat cats and have cats for pets. I said, none is worse than another. So you getting so angry at China for eating dogs?
Yeah.
Are you getting so fucking angry over people eating cows? Because Hindus, cows are sacred.
exactly. They're, they are going to look at it the same way as you looking at that dog.
You can't hold one above the other and judge those people.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So, but
like she said, this is not a cultural thing for her. Like, this is a fucking weirdo thing.
It's
like
a Snapchat show.
Yeah. Knock it off and send us her Snapchat. So we could tell her, knock it off.
I think the putting the dirty tampon from the floor
and then arguing somebody up and down
is worse than fucking eating Walmart rats.
Yeah.
Like,
what are you doing?
You're really asking for some fucked up shit to happen in that. You're living a risky
life.
Mm-hmm. No, on the edge. She might eat someone's leg. I wouldn't put it past her. That's hella gross. Thank you for sharing it with us.
Thank you. Please keep us updated. Maybe send a pic. I don't know.
Please leave in the YouTube comments if you've ever picked up a fucking tampon off the floor and fucking used.
I don't think I've ever, not even in my own house, like dropped one.
I dropped it in my bathroom and threw it away.
Really?
Yes. I'm scared. I'm so scared.
I'm just thinking I've never dropped one. So I didn't even have like...
them.
Yeah.
I've dropped them, but I'm so scared. I'm terrified of... Listen, yeast infections aren't fun. BV ain't fun. UTIs ain't fun.
No.
I don't want anything to disrupt the fucking
what's going on
chemistry down there.
Yeah, you got to be careful with that. That's delicate territory.
And maybe share with us also the weirdest fucking animal you've ever eaten. I would like to know that.
Yeah, I would like to know
Even
that.
though I love them.
Yeah,
because
I'm curious.
People have eaten crazy stuff. I have a friend that goes fucking pigeon hunting and eats them.
I mean, I watch videos of people frying up raccoon and shit that like live in the South and they eat anything that
they
be
will
around.
Eat roadkill.
Like, yeah. So, I mean, we've seen it. I'm not a meat fan. If I was a big meat eater, maybe I'd be open to trying shit like
I'm
that.
Not
but
a meat. I barely.
I don't like
cow.
I don't like the regular usual meats people eat. So
I don't like the popular fucking.
I'm not
meats.
venturing off into new ones at all.
No.
Yeah. No.
I think. What have I? I think goat.
I ate alligator.
Like my most extreme thing I tried when I was younger, and it was too rich for me.
Gross.
But now I can't eat fucking anything.
Yeah.
So there's that. That's all I got. Those were some good write-ins.
They were very good. Thank you guys.
Thank you so much. And I'm gonna be thinking about Sophia fucking for a while for sure.
All right. Well, please subscribe to our Patreon. It's a good time over there.
It is.
There's some gossip going on.
Secrets are shared.
Secrets are shared there.
Definitely.
Yeah.
And thank you all of you that are in the clubhouse that keep the secrets over there.
Yes.
Thank you.
For sure. And thank you to everyone subscribing and interacting and everything on YouTube.
We really appreciate
That's good.
it.
We're getting more familiar, you know. We're not big YouTuber people.
Yeah.
And, you know.
The more you interact, the more comments you leave, you know, the better it is for visibility and all that. So if you want to help us, that's how you can help us.
Yeah. And share.
Yeah, always share. And that's it.
That's
Suck it
it.
easy.
Go to bed.